Hi, I'm Kevin Hill, and today we're going to do another fun painting. So let's get started. We'll start off today with the tiniest amount of red, blue, and white. Very little of each color. And maybe right up here at the top, we just want to put the tiniest little hint of color up here. I think we're going to do a nice little sunset today, or sunrise. Something a little different though for you. Now with the filbert brush, touch of brown, red, and white. Very little paint on the brush. We can come right up here to the top of the sky and begin to add in some nice little clouds. Maybe we'll just kind of roll the clouds in like this today. There's such a small amount of paint there on the brush that all it gets this little stain on the canvas. If you were to take a brush and go over this, a clean brush, you would pick up very little paint because there's just not much on here. And that's great because it gives me a lot of opportunity to blend and make this sky just the way I want it. Maybe up and through there we want just a few that kind of float around like that. Now maybe we want just a slightly darker cloud off here on the left-hand side. It kind of comes across like that. And, oh, it stands out nice against the lighter colors. There. And maybe darker, just a little bit darker, yeah, as it comes out like this. There. Now, as you can see, I've done a quick, basic sketch there. And I just did that with a filbert. That we can come right here and fill it in. I find it a really good use of time to just take a second and put those little lines in there, because that kind of gives you a basic idea of how your mountain will look when it's done. Even though we kind of paint over them, that's all right. And also it's easy to change your angles. If you don't like where a certain peak is, you just take a brush, blend it into the sky, and change it. Use colors that are kind of similar. It makes it even easier. You see, we don't want this mountain too dark. Keep it nice and light. It's pretty far away. Now I've got several colors mixed up here on the palette. This is red and brown, a little touch of white. This one has some yellow in it. This one has some black. And this is just yellow and white. So we got a lot of nice things happening. So I'll start off with my red, brown, and white. And just begin laying on a few little highlights here. The reason I mix up so many colors, I just feel like it's easier when I mix them up all ahead of time and then get to just highlight the mountain. And that's all I'm going to think about is the mountain. I don't have to worry about the colors. All of them that I already know I want are available on my palette. There's a lot of variations that happen just by mixing quickly. Don't have to overmix. So you'll kind of get some surprises in there. They're pretty fun. No reason to plan the entire thing out. You can have just a basic idea and then see what happens. That can be a lot of fun sometimes. Now with our little soft hair blender brush, we can very carefully just push the bottom of that, or the top of the mountain back into the sky. There. This brush is so soft. We can do all these nice things without having to worry too much about everything mixing together. Very, very gentle. Touch of white on that brush. We can even paint with it. Paint in some of those almost like little clouds that are kind of floating over the mountain. Next, we can sketch in another mountain here. Once again, I did that nice little outline, and then I come back with the filbert brush and just scrub in some color. It's not too important. And if you want, you can see we're probably gonna have sunlight over here, so you just throw a little bit more of a sunlight base color to it. Throw a little bit of brown in the color. Otherwise, it's just mostly black. There's some dark shadows over here. Now with the knife, we can begin to add on just a few little highlights here. Just rub vertically across the face of the mountain there. We get a lot of nice, it really looks like sunlight up there. Because our sun's, I don't know, maybe it's right off the canvas and it's kind of shining across on the scene. And that's really where it hits it. Oh, that's nice. A lot of effective little highlights in there. Now with our 1-inch brush, maybe we want to just pull straight down right here and create some nice water. This water kind of reflects the colors that are in the sky there. And maybe it goes behind the little mountain there, but then this one comes in front. And as we go away from the center, we add some more colors to kind of suggest the mountain or some of the darker clouds and things that are in the sky. Now with our fan brush and some black, brown, touch of blue, we can go ahead and begin bringing in just a few bigger trees. Now these trees, they kind of grow here at the base of this mountain. And they're decent size. We're starting to come a little bit closer in the painting. And maybe out here we want some too. Maybe we'll just start a little lower here. We'll cut them off right about there. Now again with the 1-inch brush, we can add in a little bit of water here. This is just a yellow, white, and a touch of red. Gives us nice colors that kind of match what's going on above. Maybe, once again, it gets darker as it comes away. I love to paint water. It's so fun, quick, and easy. You can pull down, that kind of indicates little reflections. Grab another brush when it's mostly clean, and then blend it all together here. Really soften it, and then horizontally to make it look flat. With our filbert brush, we can go through just a little bit of yellow and red. And now maybe way back here, let's throw in a nice little autumn colored bush or tree. Maybe it's a tree. It's pretty big compared to these evergreens. There. And maybe right up and through there we need just a little bit more. With our filbert brush, we can rub the bottom of these trees just to kind of clean them up and maybe indicate some shadow. See, I'm just filling in all the little white areas of the canvas that we haven't painted yet, and getting it ready for highlighting. Now, because this is snow, it's kind of a winter scene today, you can throw some blue in there, blue and white. Kind of change it up. See, there's areas where it's very dark and areas where we see this nice blue color. Add some variety to your painting. There's some over here too. Next, I'll take a filbert brush through some white and the tiniest speck of red. Just barely changes the color. And our sunlight's kind of coming in through like this. So I see some sunlight hitting the snow right in through here. There, just kind of brush it right on. Take the back of the brush and just blend it in. Softer. See, it gives the look like it's kind of hitting the top and then fading down. It's a three-dimensional little mound of snow there. There. Just keep on doing the same process until the entire snow area is complete. And change the angles to match how you want your land to be. And don't overdo this. Don't want to lose this nice effect where we just look at the painting and we go right up in this area. Now with our fan brush and some nice dark black and blue, let's come right here and drop in a nice old evergreen tree. And maybe, I don't know, we'll just kind of, let's just throw in a few almost random little branches. But look at how it gives that painting some character, a little extra interest, rather than doing just a straight tree, although that would work out okay too. We can add in a nice little bit of detail here in the foreground, just by rubbing here with the filbert brush. Creating all these nice little rocks and things. Little sticks, maybe, tree trunks. I don't know, they kind of just broke off and are laying down here by the water. These could be just about anything that you want. More importantly, we just need a little detail to bring us forward here in the painting. And maybe one out here too. Kind of step back if you want to and take a good look at your painting and decide where you want each little thing. With our little synthetic liner brush, we can just drop in a few nice little blades of grass. Now, this particular liner brush holds a lot of paint, so we can do many blades of grass at a time. See how that pushes the rocks back? You can do them in all sorts of different colors. Grab a little bit of yellow if you want to. Now lastly, we can add on just a little bit of snow here to some of these trees. This is just some blue and white, and I do have the filbert brush today. Normally we like to do our pine trees with a fan brush, but not today, at least for the little snow areas. I just want to try something new and different for you. Always be doing that. Always look for different ways to do something. All right, I think we're done. I had a lot of fun. I hope you did too. Don't forget to check out my website and also my instructional DVDs. And thanks for watching.